Hello and welcome back to Dicebreaker, where today we are playing House Flippers, which is, honestly, we just had a practice round. It is, I mean, it's a real-time game, so obviously it's going to be intense, but it is one of the more intense real-time games I have played for quite some time. What's the premise, Wheels?
Imagine that someone asked you to do their tax returns for them.
Yes.
But then they said you've only got 10 seconds.
It's that. It is,
yeah, that's what it feels like to play House Flippers. In House Flippers, we are buying houses and flipping them for a better price because
we're terrible people.
Yeah, we're restoring them and doing them up and then putting them back on the market. What we're going to do is we're going to start with one timer, which is basically just a bit of petty cash. So every time we flip that, we're going to pick up a cube of the relevant color. In this case, it's grey. Grey is like the worst color you can get because it can only buy the bottom ones. And then browns and reds can buy the second. And then the ultimate goal of this game is to retire by buying holiday packages. So we're either going to get a single set of 6 of the same kind. So if we had 6 of these, this man who's like fanning himself with cash in a pool, then that's a victory condition. Or we can try and get 3 of him, then 3 of this person relaxing in a what's it called again?
Hammock.
Hammock, that's the one. And then 3 of this person on the pool side. So 3 sets of 3. Or the one that takes the most cards. Actually, no, it doesn't take the most cards.
It does. It takes 8.
It takes the most variety.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. It takes the most variety, and therefore the most ones that you need to find. Is we can have 4 sets of 2. So we can have 2 of this, 2 of this, and then another 2 sets of 2 others.
Yeah.
So we're building up sets of these. And we have to buy these with quite a lot of resources, as you can see. Either 3 yellows, and yellows can only be spent on these holiday packages. Yeah. 2 yellows and 2 reds, or 3 browns and 3 reds. So that one is the most sort of like plentiful, because you can get browns pretty easily. But it takes the most resources to actually buy.
Yes.
The way that we're going to be doing this is, in real time, so simultaneously, at the same time, we're going to spend a cube to buy a card. Then that card is now worth what it says on the card. So this is now worth 1 red cube. So I can then spend that red cube to buy this one. Now that's worth a brown cube and a red cube. But now I could spend that brown cube or that red cube. I could spend that red cube to buy that, and then I get brown as change, and then I pick that up. So now I've got 3 cubes instead. And you can see how this works.
Yes. If it sounds like Wheels is saying a lot of words, just wait until we actually start playing. We have to say up front, this is going to be one of the more chaotic Let's Plays we've done, and I think at this point that's really saying something.
It really is,
because the interesting thing about House Flippers is you end up sounding like you're running an auction and you've taken a load of speed, because you're just constantly muttering and slapping things down. Hopefully the top-down camera is going to make it like relatively legible. We have raised the table a bit and we've got our timers in front of us, so hopefully you can see those and spot when we fail to turn them. The last thing we need to mention actually is hidden in these decks, like power-up cards. There's one type that will give you a new timer of a certain colour. So obviously yellow will give you a yellow cube, brown a brown, and red a red. There are also ×2 cards, so if a timer completes while on one of those cards, you get double that resource and you can use that with any. Interestingly, these timers have uneven quantities of sand in them.
Yeah.
So you actually need to choose carefully as to which one you want when you acquire a new timer.
But then the more time that you spend is trying to figure out which one has the least sand in, the more time you're not flipping houses.
Yeah, and oh yeah, you can also swap 4 cubes for any cube of your choice. I totally forgot about that during the last game.
It's not. I think this is only relevant when you just have an entire board of yellow or something like that.
Yeah.
Which means you can buy 4 yellows and turn them into a brown or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is basically the let's say the plot. That's the basic premise and the basic rule set of House Flippers, which may as well be called OK Boomer. I'm really looking forward to playing this, but also like sorry in advance. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to flip our timers together.
Yeah.
And then we just have this uncomfortable silence whilst we wait. So 3, 2, 1.
I mean, technically it's whenever you flip the timer, but I prefer it this way. You've got this little... Did you swap my timer?
No, I just picked one up.
Okay.
That one does seem to be taking a lot longer than mine is.
Yeah, whereas I went first last time. Oh no, it's...
Oh,
it's a matter of a second or under.
Maybe like the funnel is bigger on yours. Okay, all right. Okay, ready, 3, 2,
Okay, so
What?
I've taken my grey. I'm going to spend
Go,
that on this
alright.
red. I'm going to spend that red
Grey,
to
grey
get
for
a
a
brown, and
brown,
a red. I'm
easy
going to
money.
immediately spend that red to get the brown in change and get
Oh no, wait,
two.
why did I buy that one? That's a terrible
and
idea.
then I am going to...
I've
why
screwed
are
myself
just
already
running to
'cause they're all
treasure cards
yellows.
already.
Alright, fine.
You know, I'll buy
I'll
a treasure card.
spend
Why
that-
not?
spend that
I
for
like
yellow.
treasure. Treasure's
Fine.
great. Treasure's
No
delicious.
worries, because I know that I'm going to get my grey soon.
Treasure, that's
How
good.
is yours
so I'm gonna
gone
get
already?
Another red, I don't know, but I'm
What?
going to spend it immediately on another treasure card because why not? Then I'm going to spend that red to get that red in change and get that brown and red. Then I'm going to spend that brown to get the 2 brown and get the red in change.
Thank you.
Then
Get that
I'm going
grey.
to
Spend that on a brown. Spend
one
that
of those
brown
to get a brown in
on 2
change and get that
browns.
treasure card. I'm going to spend those 3 treasure cards on that person in a hammock.
Spend.
Which is honestly, it feels quite good.
This is
I'm gonna
not.
spend this red to
Okay,
get a
we're gonna
brown
spend
and a
that,
red.
get a brown
I'm
and
gonna
change, get a
spend
yellow.
That red to get 2
Spend
brown.
that brown to get 2
then
reds.
I'm going to...
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh, flip that to get
Spend
another
a red, get a red and change, and get another yellow.
Red.
And then I'm going to spend 3 yellows to buy a woman or buy the
He's
pool.
off. He's off. He's away.
All right.
Okay.
Flip that.
Really
Get a grey. Buy a double.
I need a.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm just waiting.
Spend that red
that's
on
the
a yellow,
worst
I
thing
guess.
could possibly do.
Yeah, me too. I'm just waiting now, but I've got a double. I've got a double. Double is important.
3 reds and 3 browns. I'm going to spend 3 reds, 3 browns. I've got a man fanning himself with money by the pool. And I'm really glad that you're just drumming on the table to make this an even more nightmarish audio experience. Oh, buy a treasure token. Why wouldn't I? That's really good fun. Hooray! Hooray for me. I've got absolutely dick all.
Oh, go.
Okay,
all right, I've got 2
right,
greys.
so
I'm going to spend that grey
wait
on
for
this yellow. That's fantastic.
This is a
oh, no, wait,
hubristic
what am I doing?
maneuver, but
Sorry.
I'm going to just buy that
No,
card
I
and
can't
just
buy that
wait
because
for
I
it
need...
to
Oh,
flip.
okay, right. So I buy that brown, spend that brown.
Oh, I've really done myself here.
Oh, I can't spend that brown on anything good right now. I'm going to buy
Thank God,
that.
at least you've hit a rut.
Buy that grey and get another brown. I'm not even saying words anymore. I'm going to spend this on this and hope that the one below is good. Yes. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
So I'm going to have a brown and a red, and then I'm going to spend.
So here they come. That's 2 greys. That's a brown card. That's another
Spend that brown
card.
to get a red and change.
Brown,
No.
spend that brown card to get 2 red. I'm going to spend
okay,
that
cool.
brown
I've got
card
3
to get
reds
a brown
here. I can
and
spend
a
that
red
to pick that
then
one
I'm
up. See
going
what's
to
underneath.
spend
That sounds pretty good.
one
to
of those
me.
reds to get 1 in change and get those 2
No.
reds. I bought that.
Fine. God damn it. All right.
I'm going to spend. Sod it. I'll spend that to get that treasure card, and then actually, I'm
why
going to get
are
the
there
reds.
so many
get the brown
yellows?
in change. Get another treasure card.
Get that. Got 2
don't need
greys.
those
2
anymore.
greys here.
I'm going to spend 3 of
I
those.
got 2 greys.
Person in a parasol, stupid dumb
Right,
thing.
fine. I'm going to spend
get
these
a
3
red,
yellows on this person.
and then I'm going to get, I guess, another red, and then I'm going to
spend that on a brown. Brown is handy.
I'm going
Brown
to
is
spend
handy.
the brown is handy. I'm going to get a treasure card. Don't know why I'm buying so many treasure cards.
I'll
It's
get
really
a double
kinda
just in
dumb.
case I
But
pick
I'm
up
just
another
gonna
thing
buy
in the
another one.
future.
And then you know what? I'm just going to buy a 3rd one, and then with 3 treasure cards.
Okay. Spend that,
I'm
get a
gonna
red and
get
change,
yacht.
get a double brown.
So I'm kind of technically
Spend that
halfway
brown
to
to get
winning.
brown
That
and change,
flips
get
again. So
another
I
brown.
don't want that. I'm going to get that.
Spend that red to get a brown timer.
And to get a brown, damn it, I missed the brown timer.
I got a new timer, baby.
gonna-
All right, okay,
okay,
that's going to
and
give me 2.
I'm gonna spend
And
that
they're
to get
giving
a
me
red in
doubles.
change.
All right,
Gonna
this is
get
good.
another
This is
treasure
good.
card.
Okay, fine. I've
Treasure card. I've got 2 men in the pool with the flamingos, and then I'm going to
Get that, get a double red.
for 2 browns. Spend that to get a brown in change and a brown and a red. Then I'm going to spend
what's it gonna do that
a
to
brown
get
to
brown
get 2 reds.
brown in
And
change and
I'm
get 2
gonna
browns? Fine,
spend
okay.
Oh
God, get that to
spend
get
that
yellow.
to get that and a brown in change, and then I just need another red. Oh, that's already flipped, so that's another red.
Where am
so
I?
then that's 1, 2, 3 and 3, 3 and 3.
I don't know where I am.
Okay, so then that.
Get that, get that.
Yes, that's correct.
Get that, get that.
And then I've got nothing. I've got nothing.
Spend that, get that, get that.
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm all right.
Okay.
Spend that, get that, spend 3 yellows on a
here
man
they
in a
come.
hammock.
That's
I know what they're
that
called
guy,
now.
and then that's that guy, and then I'm just waiting again. That was stupid, wasn't it? Oh well.
Oh, flip these, get 2 of each.
Johnny Chiodini, dum dum dum.
Look at my flipping. I've got so many greys. I'm not
Look
doing
at
anything
all
with them.
these chickens.
Spend that on a yellow, sure.
Okay.
Spend that on a yellow, sure. I'm just spending all my greys now. Yeah, spend that on a brown. And spend that on a red. Okay, cool.
You
All right,
damn
okay,
you.
all right, fine. I'm loaded now. All right, fine.
Okay,
Let's
that's
spend.
flipping. So that's that, and then that's that, and then I'm going to spend all 4 of those. Get me a 3rd man in a swimming pool. I don't
Let's
want men in the
spend
swimming pool.
3 brown and 3 red to get a woman by the
I'm
pool.
really
That's
not
2
doing the
sets of
right
2.
thing. I should
That's
be
2
climbing
sets
up
of
the
2.
ladder.
Oh, we got some hammocks on sale, baby. All right, cool. All right, let's go. So I'm gonna spend.
Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna spend.
Flip this. Let's hope there's a brown underneath it. There isn't a brown underneath it, but I can spend a red to get a brown and a red, and then I'm gonna spend that brown to get that yellow timer.
Red's good. Get that for a red.
And I also get a red in change from that, and then I am going to spend
2 reds.
That red to get
3 reds. 3 reds and 3 rounds to get me a man in a hammock. That's 3 men in hammocks.
Going.
3 men in hammocks. Okay. God, there's so many hammocks.
Stop getting men in hammocks.
I'll do what I want, thank you very much.
2 resources. I'm going to spend that, and I'm also going to get that one. And
spend
then
that red for 2 reds, that's easy money.
With that, I get 3. I get 2 of those. That's 3. That's a yacht.
2 of each.
And I've still got a red. I'm going to spend that red on.
Spend that on a red.
I guess I'm going to just, yes, all fine, I'll do it.
Spend that brown on 2 browns.
Come on, spin out, spin out, spin out, spin out. Yes, thank you so much. That's a grey.
Okay.
That's a red.
Oh my god.
And that's a brown.
Oh my god.
And then,
all right. 2 yellows and.
I don't like it.
2 yellows and 2 reds.
That is a lot of hammocks, isn't it?
It's a lot of hammocks.
It's a hell of a lot of hammocks. Okay. So then,
and then
if we just
what do I need now? What do I
flip
need?
that one, I can spend a brown
reds.
for a brown and a red, and then that gives me.
Red.
Did I flip? I didn't take those
brown
tokens.
change.
I just flipped it and I didn't take that. So that's 3. So I can spend 2 red and that. So I get
spend 2 browns to
brown
get 2 yellows.
Change, and I get that.
And spend red to get another yellow. Spend all of those yellows on a man in a hammock.
And then I just you went to do the man in the hammock.
5.
I hate you so much.
Now I need yellows. I'm going to flip those.
So then I just need.
I'm going to spend that grey on a yellow.
Reds. So I'm going to buy that red.
That grey on oh god, no! You took the good one.
Brown. I'm going to spend that brown on the reds, and then
what do I need? What do I need? What do I need?
No, don't drop it now. I'm going to spend that treasure. I'm going to spend that treasure. I'm going to spend these 2 reds. I'm going to buy that.
God damn it! I was literally 1 card away from winning. So oh my god! If I just picked up a red, I would have won.
2 ladies with parasols.
Oh, it was literally
2 men in the swimming pool. 2 ladies in the hat. Why am I out of breath? And 2 yachts. Oh my god. How close? Oh wow.
Yeah, literally. I had that ready to flip. That would have got me 2 of those, which I could have spent on a red, and then I could have bought a man in a hammock. But I just couldn't make my brain work. Oh my god.
Now I know I dropped a brown cube, and I dropped a yellow cube. You know what? For the first time, though, I think we've ruined a recording for Eurogamer.
Yeah, that's a nice change of dynamic.
Bleeding into ours. That was a lot. It turns out I am the best at manipulating.
I won the practice round.
He absolutely did. In this instance, I was the best at manipulating the fact that people need houses for my own financial gain, so that I can retire into opulence. So. Like, shame on me, I guess.
Yeah, you're the worst person.
Yeah, I'm the worst socialist. I mean, hopefully from that you got a sense of just how frenetic that game is and how like I mean, it's.
Can I just quickly point something out?
Please do.
I first played this with Matt, our editor-in-chief. We played it over lunch so he could teach me how to play so that we were ready for today. And we had just as chaotic a game with 2 people. This game goes up to 4.
Yeah.
Imagine this with 4 people. Is that not just hell?
I don't know where you would play that. Like, because I meet up with a lot of friends. We go to pubs. Couldn't play this in a pub.
No,
absolutely not. We nearly got kicked out of a pub on my stag do for playing Space Cadets Dice Duel. I mean, I'd be afraid of playing this at home. Like, unless it was the middle of the day, because noise complaints. But it's just great. It's one of the things I love about games that are played out in real time is the sense that if you aren't doing something productive at all times, you are failing. So those moments, like I had so many moments where I was just waiting for my timers to cook, so I could just because I was like, brilliant, I'll flip that. I'll just buy 2 gold cards. And then I was just waiting again.
Mate, buying yellows when you've not got a wealth of resources already is the worst move ever.
It was genuinely awful. And then I looked back down here and I was like, oh, there's some really juicy stuff there. It's just with 4 is oh god, no, I mean the sound will be terrible. We probably should at some point do a 4-player of this, but it's just like it's one of those games that I don't see this getting old. First, I can see it not being one you play all the time. And you certainly wouldn't play it over and over and over again over the course of an evening because your nerves would be shot.
I really like that there's never like a clear strategy. Because usually with like this, because this is basically like a puzzle that you're playing in real time, right?
Yeah.
Whereas like with most of those kind of games, like Pandemic or something, for example, which I mean is shifting cubes around, so it's not the the worst thing to compare it to, but. With Pandemic, eventually you always know what the best move is.
Yeah.
Whereas with this, like, not only are you stressed,
yeah,
and there's like obvious moves across the board,
yeah,
but you're still just like, like you never know what to do.
No, and the landscape keeps changing while other people are buying things, and if you're not careful, that can fluster you even more. So you're like, oh no, they're making moves. It's one of those things where you assume that you're adult and you're not doing anything right, whereas the others are playing perfectly. It's like you're racing to some city in the desert and the sand dunes keep changing. You know, like it's. I mean, I'm still coming down off that.
Yeah, I know. I need to sit down on a biscuit. You know, like.
Yeah, but I love it. It's simple, but it's also frenetic, and also it is mentally taxing because you have to be so quick and so on to see the valuable strategy of what you're doing with the things. Like, for example, I was actually genuinely quite impressed that you had a stock of grey cubes. Not what I think maybe twice I reached for grey cubes, and I was like, why? Because I was just buying stuff immediately. It's such a whirlwind, and there's also, to be fair, like to be honest with you, there's quite a high element of trust in this game because the number of times when I was grabbing at things and I was like, and I just had a cube in my hand. I was like, I kept being like, I'm going to play that, and then I'd pick up a brown cube and be like, that's not mine.
But honestly, you'll probably mess yourself up more than you will cheat.
Yeah.
Just through sheer incompetence. Like I'm sure that you'll just be like, wait, what? Where have these cubes been sitting? Like, you know, like I had a moment where I realized I had 2 separate cubes piles, and I was like, wait, what? Why have I not been using these?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I will say, like, getting extra timers is such a godsend because I got this yellow timer and then I stuck a +2 down under
same.
it.
Yeah.
So basically every time that flips.
Here's the thing though, because we did a practice round before this recording, and I managed to get like 4 timers by the end of the game. I had so many timers I didn't know what to do with them. I was like, because like one was almost finished, but then the other 2 were almost finished, whereas one was like nowhere near. So I was like, should I flip this now and get that? And
you almost want them to sync up, don't you?
Yeah, I was spending so much time trying to like micromanage my sand timers that I had no idea what was going on the board.
Yeah.
Oh god. It's nuts.
I think a big part of that for me, I bought so many 3 gold ones because they're kept, like there were gold ones in the grey stock all the time, and then by the time I was generating 2 for every, like I don't know how many seconds this timer is, to be honest, it just made sense. I was like, you know, victory will fall into my lap eventually, and then on the final I was like, I've got 2, I just need reds. And when the final piece of the puzzle is a common colour, then you know it's that much easier. But what a game!
What a juicy game!
Oh, it's. I mean, that's delicious. We're gonna be playing that some more when we've got like time spare or office nights or whatever.
This is like a uniquely board game experience as well, which I love about these kind of things. Where it's like, if you played this in video game form, you would become too dexterous at it. There's no fumbling in a video game. Like you know where all the buttons are. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you were playing like an incredibly like fast game of Tetris,
yeah.
if you were good enough, then you could just like move it around.
However,
whereas with this, it's like there's cards falling over. There were moments where I didn't remember how much things cost because the pile had fallen over the price, and I was like, wait, what? And then I was, oh god. Even though I knew, of course it's a brown, red.
Guess yourself, don't you? I think. Like Overcooked is a game that I think is quite similar to this, but because that's cooperative and people are getting in your way, and that's where the mishaps happen. But you're right, there is something about this. I think you're right. If this was digitized and it was just about manipulating the buttons on a controller, it wouldn't be as compelling. It would be more about how quickly you can manipulate a menu. Yeah. Whereas with this, it's just it's keeping your head, and I mean, there was absolutely no reason for us not to play that in silence as well. Yeah. Because.
But you have to.
I didn't have time to trust. I didn't have time to monitor you, and I trust you. And yet, at no point did I consider not just gabbling. God, it's a really, Thank God we don't have to transcribe this. Can you imagine? So yeah, that was House Flippers, and it's. I mean, in fairness, we warned you that this was going to be a chaotic one, but hopefully you can see that it's also a very enjoyable one. So yeah, it's 2 to 4 players. It says it takes about 10 minutes. Available for 7 and up. Yep. Although I would not play this. I couldn't play this with a 7-year-old because I would want to crush them.
Can I just point out that it might have been 10 minutes, but it felt like an hour.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So with that, we'll thank you very much for watching and remind you that there are lots more videos you can see from Dicebreaker. Some of them should be on screen now. Tell them what else they can do with their hands and faces.
Also, don't do it with your face, but you can hit the subscribe button right here, and then you will be one of our lovely subscribers, and that makes us feel good, so do that.
And if you turn on notifications, you'll know whenever we upload something.
Exactly.
Which will be beneficial for, frankly, all of us. So yeah, thanks again so much for watching. Please let us know what you think of House Flippers in the comments below. Thank you for sticking with us during a very complicated Let's Play, and have a lovely day.